What up, guys? Kevin here. Oh, you thought games were going to come to Xbox? Square Enix games? No, you didn't. Nobody did. And I think this cements the fact that Square Enix is just no longer supporting Xbox. And, if you're holding out hope, like, oh, okay, well, Forspoken, that was an exclusive to PlayStation. Same with Final Fantasy 16. Maybe Octopath Traveler 2 and Final Fantasy Pixel remake, 1 through 6. They forgot Xbox. We'll get the next one. Well, here's the next one. The legendary Super Famicom RPG Live Alive. It's Live Alive, guys. It's not Live Alive. That sounds stupid. It's not Live Alive. That sounds even dumber. You're living alive. Live Alive launches April 27th on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Steam, and glorious HD 2D. And don't tell me the creator calls it this. No, it's Live Alive. Play the demo out now on PS5/4 and later today on Steam, and carry your save to the full game. Shout out to Square Enix for continuing to do that, especially with Forspoken. I think everyone played that and went, yeah, nope, not buying it. Pre-order 20% off on Steam or with PS Plus membership. So, yeah. I mean, what's missing? What's missing, guys? The Xbox version. Yeah. So, especially with the news that U.S. senators, Congress people, the John Fetterman, I don't know if John Fetterman's part of it, but Lurch, they're out there trying to get Biden to go, hey, we need to look into Japan. They're breaking some trade agreements because, they're just ditching Xbox. PlayStation owns 98% of the market control in Japan for high end. That's because Sony want to put them against Xbox and leave Nintendo out. So that's why it's like that. All right. Again, Square Enix is like the worst company on earth. I hate them so much, but I love their games. And they support this channel. There's two games I got for free, and they're both Square Enix. And damn right, I'm going to put in a code request for this game too. So I love Square Enix, but at the same time, fuck Square Enix. Like, last year, let me just try to go over all the games just off the top of my head that came to Xbox last year from Square Enix. We had Chrono Trigger, which I've been dying to play. Like, I just got the urge to play that game over the last month. Excuse me, Chrono Cross. Then we got, this game blew up because of Xbox. Power Wash Simulator. Blew the fuck up because of Xbox and the power of Game Pass. Which makes me wonder, they're definitely going to do a sequel. Will the sequel come to Xbox? Nope. What else did we get? The Diafield Chronicle. We got Star Ocean, The Divine Force. And I'm probably missing a few other games. Oh, we also got Final Fantasy Crisis Core. And I'm sure I'm missing a couple more. What was that, like 5 games? How do you go from like 5 games being supported on Xbox to none? To 0. Again, this is what happened. This is absolutely what happened. Xbox announced Activision Blizzard. They were purchasing them. Sony immediately picked up the phone. They couldn't buy anybody because they spent all their money on Bungie, which is still a weird purchase. Still a very weird purchase. And said, hey, we need to support our own. We're PlayStation. You love us, right? Look at what Xbox is doing. Look at what Xbox, they painted Xbox as the most evil baddie on earth and probably threw some money their way and said, stop putting your games on Xbox. Stop. I know they make some money. You saw what Power Wash Simulator did. It blew up when it went to Xbox. It didn't move the needle when it went to PlayStation. And now we got reports that there's developers that say they do better on Xbox over PlayStation. So, yeah, there's really no reason for them not to put the games on Xbox. And they took all their games off Game Pass. Are there any games left on Game Pass? Probably Power Wash Simulator, probably because it's on contract, but they yanked all of them. So, yeah. And you know what's sad? It seems like all their games are flopping besides Final Fantasy. And the Final Fantasy hype is just not there. As much as you guys tell me, I'm super hyped as well. It's just not there. It just isn't the way I've seen it with past Final Fantasy games. And Final Fantasy 14 is great too, even though everyone is quitting. But we're well past the expansion of Endwalker, so I think once they announce a new expansion, people will. I mean, it's still really popular, guys, and I love it. I love Final Fantasy 14 so much. But yeah, Square Enix, it just makes zero sense. Zero sense. Sony got in their ear. Somebody got in their ear and told them not to. Do you think Square Enix did this all on their own? They're kind of stupid. They're kind of dumb. What did they announce? Announced there some like Final Fantasy 7 cards, and you get an NFT with them. And how many times are they going to do a mobile game and shut it down a few months later? This company, man. This company. They need to. I mean, I really do hope PlayStation buys them. I really do. I mean, at the rate they're going, they're probably going to be able to afford it at some point. They keep flopping. Man, if Final Fantasy 16 flops, oh boy. Then again, here's the thing. PlayStation doesn't want to take on all that talent, and that's why I give props to Microsoft. I don't like that they lay off. That's where I get pissed off. Like, hey, if you're just going to lay people off, stop buying shit. But, you got to take care of those companies, got to take care of their families. You got to make the games. So that's why I'm okay with PlayStation buying Square Enix and then just making it exclusive. Just be done with it. Just be done with it. And, Xbox needs to come out, and I think maybe they're trying to, they're probably thinking, all right, Square Enix is going through a little phase right now, but they'll come back. Like, no, you need to call them out. You need to call out to the public and just make a statement. Even if they won't tell you, you just need to be like, hey, man, I don't know what's going on with Square Enix either, but, they stopped taking our calls. They don't want to work with us anymore. And they're going to look really stupid when the Activision Blizzard deal goes through and Xboxes start selling through the roof. Like, they're going to look really stupid. Especially if they start launching games that don't do anything. All their games, even last year, didn't do too hot. Hopefully Star Ocean, the Divine Force did. But, I mean, it's just so weird. It's just so weird. And it's going to be really weird when they get Activision Blizzard and they still skip Xbox. And it's not like people like to make it seem like it's doom and gloom for the Series S and X, but it's selling. It's still selling way better than the 360. And the 360 got, the last remnant. They got Star Ocean. They got exclusive games. The 360 is what got Square Enix to jump on board and give them Final Fantasy. And now the Series S and X is selling better than that. And they're like, nah, we don't want to support you. So, obviously there's some type of collusion, some type of handshakes over there in Japan where they're like, dude, just don't stop. I don't know. I kind of laugh at the senators and Congress people and Lurch. looking into the situation, because obviously, they're going to get some things wrong. They don't understand how it works, but, good, good. I think I saw somebody's like, oh, we're no longer going to have exclusives. Like, no, we'll have exclusives. But, yeah. Oh, what's great about this? And I'm kind of going to a separate video. It's just PlayStation won't be able to buy anything. Even if they were to try to buy Square Enix, they're the market leader. They are the market leader. They wouldn't be able to buy it. They wouldn't be able to buy it, and then even if it were to get through, Microsoft is just going to throw the shade right back at them. I think they'll even go harder to get the deal blocked, and that would be really expensive. I bet you this was really expensive for Microsoft just to fight off Sony, but they're Microsoft. Sony would probably be like, damn, we can afford it. We might even get it, but Microsoft is going to fuck with us so hard that it's going to cost the price of all our exclusives for the next generation. All right. Yeah, fuck you, Square Enix. Very cool that's coming out to everywhere but Xbox. And also, it's Live Alive. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.